What is going on, YouTube? I did not expect the last video I made on Bloodborne to go so viral over the years, but every now and then a lot of new players have been spamming my comments, and they've been talking about that they ran out of fire paper while fighting the blood-starved beast, which inspired me to make this video because they need help. So what you're going to want to do is make sure you skip the cleric beast, and you're going to want to go straight to Father Gascoigne. Once Gascoigne goes third phase, just play the music box, and this will stun him and allow you to finish him off with Molotovs for an easy win. Anytime you fight a boss that happens to be a beast, they will always be weak to fire, and fire will always be your best friend early on in the game. Now, for those of you who complained about running out of fire paper, I've discovered 3 locations in Old Yharnam where you can find more fire paper. Now, everyone already knows if you cooperate with Alfred, he gives you fire paper. Now, if you can get past this maniac shooting you with a machine gun, once you make your way across this bridge right here, if you go to the right side corner of this building, you'll find even more fire paper. Make sure you collect your blood cocktails and your blood beast pallets, and then there's going to be a jump scare where a wolf breaks through a door as you make your way towards the boss area. Simply make your way past the wolf and just go ahead and go all the way up the stairs, and there you will find even more fire paper. So anyways, at this point of the game, you should already have your weapons at least level 3, and you should already have mods for your weapons. So for those of you who've been struggling against the blood-starved beast, what you're going to do next is dress like a pimp, because we are going to make this boss our bitch. And for those of you who've been complaining, worrying about running out of fire paper, to be completely honest with you, you should only use 1 fire paper per boss fight, because the boss fight is usually like less than like 1 or 2 minutes. And honestly, you guys are more worried about running out of fire paper when really you should be more worried about running out of blood cocktails. Those are going to be your best friend during this fight, and if you can get behind him and do a charge attack, you can sometimes get a visceral, but as long as you're using fire paper, you will always do extra damage. Now, there's a reason why this boss is called the Blood-Starved Beast, because he is hungry for blood. So blood cocktails are definitely going to aid you during this fight. Simply just keep throwing blood on the wall, and this will make the Blood-Starved Beast more focused on consuming the blood on the wall rather than consuming your blood, which allows you to attack him from behind without him being able to attack you. You're basically playing fetch with him. But without the blood cocktails, this boss can be a real pain in the ass, because this boss likes to run around everywhere, and he can one-shot you, and every time he hits you, it poisons you, which drains your health, and you can die really fast from that. So you really want to avoid being hit. But as long as you keep throwing blood on the wall, you'll keep that bitch in line. After killing the blood-starved beast, you just go to the top of the cathedral ward, and what you're going to want to do is make sure you take out the enemies, and what you're going to want to do is open the treasure chest and collect the Radiant Sword Hunter badge. And the reason this badge is so important is because once you collect it, you'll be able to purchase fire paper whenever you need it. So it's definitely going to be worth it, and you can only get this after killing the blood-starved beast. So anyways, before you make your way down to Vicar Amelia, what you're going to want to do is carefully go down this rope and make your way onto these lower platforms, and you're going to want to visit the abandoned old workshop. It's basically the same as the Hunter Dream, but anyways, as you make your way down there, what you're going to want to do is collect the doll set, and that's pretty much going to sell for a very high price early game, and which will allow you to level up your character, and pretty much you're just going to want to go ahead and sell those doll clothes, and want to make sure you get your strength up to at least 30. This is where you're going to start doing even more damage, breaking limbs, breaking arms, and stunning your opponent. Like, it's so much more fun when you're able to take on the cleric beast when you have fire paper attached to your weapon. And as you see, the damage is even greater than what you were originally performing, and it just feels good slaughtering your prey that way. Now, for those of you who've been complaining about Vicar Amelia, at this point your character should be a total badass after leveling up. So what you want to do is make your way to the Grand Cathedral, and once the boss fight starts, you're going to have to do this quickly. As soon as you skip the cutscene, you're going to pop your fire paper, and before Vicar Amelia can turn around and scream, you're going to run towards her and start attacking her right arm until it stuns her. Then you're going to start attacking her right leg. This will cause her to fall down and perform a visceral for extra damage. All you got to do is the same thing, except this time to her left arm, and then you can simply start breaking her left leg. And pretty much you do the same thing, get the visceral, and you can basically finish her off easy. And this is pretty much how you abuse the living crap out of Vicar Amelia. So it's a real easy win if you follow this method. You basically attack her and she has no way of defending herself. Now after you fight Vicar Amelia, I highly recommend you go back to the Cathedral Ward, and what you're going to want to do is look for the Snatchers, and they only appear after you kill the Bloodstarved Beast, but you're basically going to sacrifice yourself and let them kill you. That way they can take you to the Yargul Unseen Village, and you're going to need at least a level 4 weapon before taking on the Darkbeast, but if you use that mod you got from Vicar Amelia, that will help you do even more damage against beasts, so that will aid you in this fight. So make sure you use your Bloodbeast palette, use your fire paper, and before the fight starts, the Darkbeast will do an explosion. Then you just simply run fast as hell and start breaking his arms and legs. And all you gotta do is just keep destroying his limbs, and it will keep him down during the whole fight. You just go around in circles, breaking his arms and legs, and the fight is real easy. Now, if the boss decides to back up and try to run, do not let him charge up. Run fast as hell and just keep breaking his arms and legs, and this fight will be over very quickly. But anyways, after this fight is over, you'll receive the Spark Hunter badge, which will allow you to purchase bolt paper whenever you need it. But just in case you haven't noticed, these 5 bosses that you fight early on, they're all beast, and they're all weak to fire. And like I said in the beginning of this video, in the early game, fire will always be your best friend. So now that you're able to buy both fire paper and bolt paper, you should be ready to take down all the other bosses. So I really hope I opened your eyes before Rom did. So if you guys can go ahead and do me that favor, just like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.